Trayvon, how helpful was it to finally go up against someone that wasn't your own offense?
It was definitely helpful because going against your teammates every day at practice, you don't get to go full speed, full throttle every day against them. But once we put the pass on against another team, then it's all go.
Did you learn anything about yourself? Did you struggle with anything these past 2 days that you want to improve on?
I definitely have to say I learned some things about myself, just some things with like my hands, like keep sit. Like Bell was just telling me, once I get to the top of my rush, I beat him one time, he just replaces his hand, keep using my side scissors to get off. And just a few more things that I took note of on myself.
Yeah, last time we saw you, you weren't an NFL player. Now you are. What's different about Travon Walker now?
I definitely have to say my mind has grown a lot, just mature. I learned a lot of different moves from a lot of different players. Just taking, like I said, a couple of my other interviews, I take little small things from other players that I know and try to insert it into my game to see if it can help me as well.
What's different about the lifestyle?
For me, it's not a different lifestyle. It's all football. My life is revolved around the game of football, so it's all the same lifestyle.
Trayvon, we always talked about at Georgia how much talent was there. It was like NFL practices. Now that you've been in a lot of NFL practices, I mean, how did that prepare you and how do they compare?
Definitely coming from Georgia to the NFL made it a lot easier going against a lot of good guys from Georgia in practice. And once I got to the NFL, it just practice started to slow down a little bit more. You learn how to practice with whatever the coach has going for the day.
And you played with a lot of great defenders at Georgia, but now Josh Allen. You know what? How good can you guys be together?
We can be as great as we want to be. The sky's the limit for us, and we're going to continue to work, and we're striving to be the best in the league.
You said last week you were excited to do joint practices this week. Was it everything you hoped it would be?
It definitely was. There was a lot of excitement coming into it. Like I say, not going against my teammates every day and getting to go against another opponent.
Are there guys that want to prove something because you're the #1 overall pick? You feel like you have a target on your back when guys go against you?
I know I'm going to get everybody's best shot, but I don't feel like I just have a target on my back because everybody's out here trying to make a living for themselves or their family, and so am I. I mean, just got to keep going, get to work.
Trayvon, I don't want you to get you in trouble with your current team, but like we always do talk about how hard practice is at Georgia, harder during the week than it is on Saturdays. Are practices harder at Georgia than they are for the Jags?
I have to say it's different it's college ball, NFL ball. NFL, I mean, you have a lot of teams, like you try to preserve your body. It's a longer season, so you have to take things like that into account. So just coming from college to the NFL, it's a big difference between the practice structure.
A lot of rookies say it's the speed of the game that they have trouble adjusting to. Is that what you find with yourself right now?
The speed of the game was definitely the #1 transition between college and NFL.
How has it been to see Devin Lloyd out there the past couple of days? How excited are you?
Just to see Devin out there yesterday in full pass for the first time. He's flying around, looking good, filling the gaps, doing what he's supposed to do. And it wasn't a surprise to me because I watched film on him, seen him do it on film, but to actually have him out there on the field with me and flying around like he was, I'm excited to see how he's going to be.
What does he bring to the table in terms of, what sort of differences can he make for a defense?
Devin, he's one of those guys. He's very energetic. He has a very high motor. Like once Devin gets going, it's going to be hard to slow him down. He's one of those type guys that just stay on it and he pushes himself.
Hey Trayvon, have you and Trevor talked about the fact that both of you guys were drafted #1 overall, and just in terms of the significance of that?
Not really. We have mentioned it just because, like, a lot of you guys may say something about it, but we really don't dwell on that. That's in the past. Now we all in the same boat. Everybody's in the NFL still trying to prove a point.
Does that say something about the pressure, though, that is on, and maybe address it when he asks about the target, but the pressure that's on, you and Trevor and anybody who's in that lofty position, does it add more pressure?
It's no pressure at all. Like I say, it's a game we've been playing ever since we was 7 years old, so it's no pressure. Just continue doing what I've been doing for my whole life.
You probably won't play this weekend, so has it sunk in yet the next time you step on a game field it'll be the regular season?
It really hasn't, just because like I still have that feel like I really don't know if I'm going to play or not, or whatever. But I'm just approaching it as I am playing this weekend, so I'm just going to take it as it comes.
What is that going to be like for you? I mean, stepping onto the field against Washington week 1, what do you think the emotions will be from you?
It'll be the same that you guys seen from preseason. Once I'm on that field, then I'm in go mode. I'm ready to play ball, try to get the win, get the job done.
Get to see anybody do anything Georgia-wise, being home for few days here?
My family is still in Florida right now, so I really haven't seen anybody other than my agent and a couple of people from Georgia. So it was good to see the guys that I seen from Georgia.
Hey, what have you picked up from Josh Allen on the other side? When you talk about a veteran, you being a younger guy coming in, what types of things have you observed from him that maybe will help?
See, the thing about Josh, he's one of those guys, like, if he's doing something, like trying to implement something to his game, it could be like watching extra film, working on a different move just to throw offensive lineman out to keep him from being able to say, oh, he do this every time. Every time that he's trying to learn something new, he always calls me or shoots me a text like, oh, bro, I'm about to try to work on this. Like, you could try to implement this in your game if you want to. But, like, he's one of the guys that's giving me the information, and it's for me to take the information that he's giving me and try to use it.
Trayvon, knowing that this is your last practice of training camp of preseason, what's the thing you're most proud of? What's the most important thing that you wanted to cross off your list that you did?
I'm in the NFL. It's my first training camp, and like I say, going through this training camp is totally different from college. It's a whole new level of achievement, and I just want to keep striving to be the best person I can be.
Hey Trayvon, I know the NFL and college are different. Last year you were on an elite defense. When you look around this defense, do you think you guys have the tools to be an elite defense?
Most definitely. Like I say, one of the main things that I say was the difference between my college defense and now is just the chemistry. Like, I can tell that the chemistry that we have on the defense now is coming together from when I first came in. Like, it's a good bit of new guys coming in, Arden Key, me. Not going to single anybody out, but just new guys coming in. Once we get that connection, that's what training camp is for. We built that connection through the training camp, so we're going to see how it is during the season.
Speaking of Arden Key, what has he brought to the table as far as his leadership, just in general?
When I look at Arden Key, I look at him from a position like I was at Georgia. Like, Arden, he's one of those guys, plays down on the inside, but he can also rush the edge as well. So when I talk to him, it's basically the same as me talking to Josh, but I can talk to him because he rushes on the inside a little more, so I can talk to him about things like that. He's one of those guys that stays on me as well and help me implement little things to my game.
Most energy in the room, right?
Definitely. Most definitely.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.